We love a crying man.
Sometimes the cliches do it, you know?
We've been waiting for 3 weeks to start this book.
And every single time that I read his name on the page, I'm like, Joey! Like, I genuinely forgot what it felt like to read a 5-star book.
So cute! Yeah, that goes without saying. I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well.
If anyone knows a real-life Charlie, send them my way.
I have no idea what's going on!
I am constantly writing pain in this book. I love when books make me feel like this. I love this. Okay, I'm going through every emotion on the spectrum right now, so I'm just gonna go to bed. Good morning, it's about 11 o'clock on a Saturday, and I have been so busy for the past couple of weeks that I have not been reading as much as I wanted to. And also I was reading Zodiac Academy and I just could not get through the last 2 books. Like it has been taking me ages. So it has been a while since I have really enjoyed a book and actually wanted to stay home to read a book. But a few new releases are coming out, and so I have started Rewind It Back, and then also I think on Monday or something Releasing 10 is coming out, and these are 2 of my most anticipated books of the year because I loved the last book in the series, the Windy City series. The first one is Mile High, then we have The Right Move, then we have Caught Up, then we have Play Along, and then we have the new one, Rewind It Back. I think I gave Play Along about 4.75 stars or something. It was one of my favorite books from last year, and I have a problem because, by the way, if my hair looks horrible, it's because I woke up about 2 hours ago and I have not gotten ready, which I don't plan on getting ready, by the way, because I am going to have a chill morning in my bed with my book. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I have not had a 5-star read since February of last year. February of last year. That means that I have not read a 5-star book in about a year and a half. Not a year and a half, a little less than a year and a half, but it's been too long. I need a 5-star book, so I'm really hoping that this one is going to do it, and if not, that Releasing 10 is going to do it, which I'm going to buddy read that one with a friend on Monday. Like, I think we're starting Monday, so I need to finish this one in like 2 days. I am really enjoying it. I'm on page 76 now, and I thought, why not turn this into a reading vlog where I'm reading my most anticipated releases of the year. So it follows Rio and Holly, and Rio is the last one in, like, we knew Rio already, we have just met Holly, and Rio is the last one in like their friend group. It takes place in Chicago that has not found a partner yet, and so this is the last book in the series. It's his book, and we have seen him like try to find, I don't know, going on dates and just not clicking with anyone. And we thought for like 4 books that he had just never been in love, but turns out he had a childhood best friend, Holly, who he was in love with, I think. I don't know, maybe they dated? I don't know if they dated, like I'm not that far in, because this is a past and present timeline, the first one in this series that follows that format, so that's really exciting because I always love that. We're following them around like age 12 to 13 or something is where we are now, and you see them moving next door to each other and like becoming friends and stuff. And then we switch back to the present timeline where they are 26 and 27 and they have been estranged for like 6 years, and something bad happened, just like that format. It's a second chance romance, childhood best friends to lovers, and so far I'm really enjoying it because I'm reading like the chapters from when they are 13. I just got to a chapter where Holly is turning 13. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. Because Holly is 13 here, and I think Rio is 14. And he is best friends with her brother. And so, like, her brother never wants her to hang out with them, but he is always like, do you want to come with us? And it's just so sweet. It's so sweet. I love, one thing about me is I love a childhood best friends to lovers. That is my kryptonite. I don't know what it is about childhood best friends to lovers, but that will do it for me every single time. And I have started underlining, which I haven't done in a while. And so one of the things that I just circle, oh, it's so sweet. They're all like Rio's family and Holly's family, like they've gotten very close ever since Holly moved next door. And so their mums are best friends, their fathers are best friends, and also like Rio and Luke, her older brother, are best friends. And then she's kind of like the odd one out, but she has her own connection with Rio. And it's her birthday, and they're like singing and eating cake. And I circled Luke and Rio sit across the table from me, and then a blush creeps across my chest when my eye catches Rio's, finding him singing louder than anyone else. And that's just like so super small, but I thought it was so sweet. And then also, okay, so it's her birthday, but she obviously doesn't have like a best friend in that situation. So Luke, her brother, asks Rio if he wants to play the new video game. Rio goes like, yeah, and then they walk away, and then he halfway to the door, like he turns around and goes like, do you want to come with us? And Luke is like, no, she doesn't want to come with us. And then Rio walks back and is like, it's your birthday, what do you want to do? And they're going to make friendship bracelets. And he's the one that suggested that because she got like a friendship bracelet kit. And she's like, that's not what you want to do. And he goes, yeah, I do. I want you to teach me to make you one. He's 14! It's just so sweet. It's just so sweet. This is also just such a detail that I love, where like they're living next door and their rooms look into each other's. I think If He Had Been With Me also has that. And that's just so sweet. So sweet that they can, like, in the least creepy way possible, look into each other's rooms, and like they're waving constantly, and she wants to be an interior designer, so he keeps watching her like painting her walls and like moving the furniture and stuff, and it's just so sweet. And also he is a professional hockey player, like he is in the NHL, but in the past timeline he's not good at hockey, and that makes you just think about how hard he has worked to get to where he is, because he's 14 now. He's about to go to like secondary school, high school, and he's not good. Like, she comes to his hockey games and he barely gets to play because he's not good. And I'm so excited to read the rest. I'm so excited to read the rest. Like, I'm so happy that I'm finally excited about a book again. That's been months. And then also Releasing 10 is coming out in a few days, and I just can't wait. I'm gonna check if there's like another book that I really want to read coming out, and then if not, we can just read. Oh, maybe I'll read The Conditions of Will or like Sunrise on the Reaping in this video as well. I want to do like 3 books. Okay, yeah, that was the introduction to this video. I yapped way too much. I think I yapped for like 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna keep on reading and have my cozy Saturday morning, and I will keep you updated. So they're in a meeting because she is about to renovate his house. And it says, reaching between us, I find the leg of her chair and pull, bringing her seat flush to mine. I remember seeing like Nick Jonas or something doing that in an interview with his wife. What's her name again? Priyanka Chopra. If someone would do that to me, I fear I would fall in love on the spot. That's just the most charming thing anyone could ever do, in my opinion. Just bringing the seat. Just wanting her closer, but they're like in this frenemy, no, actually more enemies territory at the moment. It's kind of like a contest of who can act like they care less. And she goes, what are you doing? And in his head he goes, hell if I know. And then he says, I couldn't see the computer. It's so sweet. He is so sweet. He is so sweet, because he like wants to hate her, but he actually likes her and has a soft spot for her. So he's like being nice, and then in his head he goes like, no, that's too nice. And then he's trying to be mean, but he doesn't like being mean, and it's just, I like him. I really like him. I think that this one and Play Along are going to be my favorites in the series, just because this one has like most of my favorite tropes. Because what I love about like the dual timeline and seeing them fall in love in the past timeline and then also seeing them fall in love in the present, you get that tension-filled first kiss and just all those first moments, just like getting to know each other and like crushing on each other basically. You get that twice, and I love that. I love that because I also love seeing it when they were teenagers. So I'm really enjoying it. Again, the sweetest. Okay, so they're at his house because she's renovating it. Like I said, she's an interior designer. That's kind of how they get back in touch, because she accidentally ends up being like the lead designer on his house.
And so he's lactose intolerant and he also can't handle caffeine. And so he's making her coffee in his house and he asked her, do you still like yours with vanilla? Mind you, they haven't seen each other in like 6 years or something. And she says yes. So he makes her a coffee and he walks back. He hands her the coffee with vanilla and he says, almond milk, if I remember correctly. She says, perfect, thank you. And then I don't tell him that I don't like almond milk. I only ordered it when we were younger because I knew he'd ask for a sip of my latte since he couldn't handle the amount of caffeine if he ordered his own. And I didn't want the dairy to bother him. These kinds of small things, I don't know, this is why I love childhood best friends to lovers. Like these, the tension is so high. I love it. I am so enjoying myself. It's just so sweet. He thinks that she loves almond milk because that's what she always used to order, but she ordered it for him. So, okay, I'm gonna keep reading. Okay, so there's suddenly so much jealousy and it's so entertaining because they're like, well, we haven't seen each other in 6 years and so we're not together. But I'm fucking jealous of everyone that talks to you. So, it's not like crazy jealousy because I don't love that, but this is the jealousy that I do like because he was being an overprotective ass. And she hated it. And then she got in her car and her car won't start. I love this. I love this. Sometimes the cliches do it, you know? Sometimes the cliches do exactly what they need to do because now they're driving home in his car. The tension and the angst and just the nostalgia. Oh, I love this. I love this. I love this. Okay, it is the next day and I watched back some of the footage from yesterday and decided that I hated the way that I looked. I just literally couldn't watch it. However, I'm not going to delete it. I obviously can't film any of it again and I'm not going to because it was just my genuine reactions to reading the book. But I showered, washed my hair, put on a different outfit and we're going to keep filming and I hope that I won't hate the way I look in the rest of the clips because also the lighting in my room is horrible and it's always already such a difference when I film outside of my room. However, my room is like my space, so that's where I can film and want to film. However, the lighting is horrible, like horrible. Anyway, back to the reading vlog. I am on page 281, I'm like over halfway, and a lot has happened. They are very wary and mistrusting of each other because they both have a very different take on what happened 6 years ago. But the thing is, and I love this book, like I really love it, and I've been thinking like, is this a 5 stars? I don't know, I don't think so, but it's very close because I think that I'm liking this just as much as I liked Playing Along last year because we don't know what happened between them. And what happened is so interconnected with their families, and because they used to live next door to each other and their families were all so close, you don't get to hear anything about their families for the last, like from the last 6 years. And that kind of makes me feel a bit disconnected from the characters. Right after saying that, I got interrupted and I needed to switch back to my room because someone else needed the hallway. But what I was saying is the fact that you don't know what happened between them 6 years ago and their families were very intertwined, so you don't know what happened with their families. Like they all had this huge falling out. Everyone was so close and connected and like best friends and nobody talks to each other anymore. So obviously that's a main driving force of the plot, that you don't know what happened 6 years ago, but they keep mentioning it and then not elaborating on it, and it makes me feel like I don't know the characters as well as I feel like I should, because I know their hopes and dreams and their character traits, and I do feel like I know them, but such a huge part of what happened to them is missing. I don't know how to explain that because obviously that's like the format of this book, but I'm just very excited to get to the explanation part, and I do, like I've just passed part of the explanation and it is kind of what I expected it to be, but I hope that there's like a different part, like an added part with information that I didn't guess, because it's not very surprising what happened if it is what I think happened. Part of it they've already explained, like in the chapter that I just read, so I'm going to keep reading and see. They dropped some information, but they didn't explain anything. So I feel like there is still a lot that I don't know, and I hope that part of that is going to surprise me. But I am loving it so far. There's so much tension. I'm just very much enjoying it, and I love Rio. And I also love that his story was absolutely not what you expected it to be, going off of the first 4 books in the series, because they painted like a picture of him, and I thought that I knew what we were going to get up until like the synopsis for this book came out. And I love that the author, like Liz Tomford, surprised us with a story for him that I didn't see coming. So I think as of now it's like a 4.5, 4.75 maybe, because I have not had the urge to stay in bed and read my book in months. So I'm so happy and so thankful. And Liz Tomford, I realized, is actually one of my auto-buy authors these days, because every single time that she comes out with a book, because obviously all of them have been in this series, I've wanted to buy it. I didn't like Mile High, but I've loved every other book. So I am very excited to see what she comes up with next. And I am very happy, like the last 2 books in this series, Play Along and Rewind It Back, are definitely my favorites. I'm suddenly thinking about like this series, the fact that it's coming to an end. I am so happy that I kept reading after Mile High, because I didn't like that one. I think that's like a common, it's like everyone feels that way. They didn't like Mile High, they kept reading, loved the rest. So I'm very happy that I stuck with this series. I'm just going to keep reading, but as of now, I'm very much enjoying it. And I don't want this series to be over. I don't want this book to be over, and I don't want this series to be over. Anyway. Okay, so we are getting to a very important part in the story. I'm literally underlining so much. They're finally talking about what happened, because something happened. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm trying to talk around things, and it's quite hard. But I think that this is coming around to being like the conversation where they start talking about everything that happened and why she's struggling with certain things, and kind of like how he feels about how their friendship and how their relationship fell apart. And it's just, I love the way that this is written, because you can tell that even though they haven't seen each other for like 6 years, they know each other so well. Like, he is asking her about some things that he has kind of figured out in his head, and so she's realizing that she's telling him things that he has already figured out by himself, just from knowing her that well. I'm gonna keep on reading.
What are you doing tonight? Having a glass of wine.
He is starting to figure out that the timing of him leaving kind of overlapped with the timing of something else in her life, and he didn't know about any of that, and so he's figuring out like the dual timeline of that, and he feels so guilty. Okay, my sister came in and I lost my train of thought, but I think I was saying that he feels super guilty because he is kind of like putting 2 and 2 together about the timelines of him leaving and just everything that happened, and they're having at least a big part of the conversation that we have been building up to. And he is crying. He feels guilty and he's crying. He is crying. We love a crying man. I love a crying man. I love a man that can cry. Also, his love language is physical touch, and that just does something to me. Like, I am in love with him. Okay, so they have just said, I love you, for the very first time in the past timeline, and I also think that they're about to do it. I think they're about to have sex for the very first time. And just the entire scene is so sweet. So I grabbed myself some crisps to go with it for the full experience. So everything is starting to look like it's going to work out. But since we have like 100 more pages to go, something has got to go wrong.
and I don't know what it is yet, because everything, we're at a very positive point at the moment. Everything seems like it's about to be resolved. So something is going to go horribly wrong. We all know that, but... Oh, this is the truffle one. So good. So good. Okay. Again, I'm going to keep reading. I need to stop updating for these very small things because this video is going to be so long. And it doesn't need to be. Okay, I am at page 402. I've been laying in my bed, so if my hair is all over the place, then that's why. I think we just got to the point where the third act breakup is going to come in, and I think I know what it is, and if it is what I think it is, then I'm going to be annoyed as all hell because I don't love this sort of third act breakup. But obviously it depends on how they will handle it and what they'll do. But I have around 50 pages left and I need to get back to my responsibilities. I haven't done anything this weekend that revolves around school or taking care of the things that I should have been taking care of. So I'm ready to get this, like, even though I'm really enjoying it, I'm also ready to finish this book so that I can get back to what I have to do, because I haven't been able to do anything else. I've been here in my bed reading my book all weekend. So I'm gonna finish it. I hope that the third act breakup is not going to be what I think it is going to be, because that would kind of annoy me, to be honest, but we'll see. Okay, I have finished Rewinded Back by Liz Tornford. I will give you updates about that tomorrow because it's 1 AM and I want to go to sleep. But I'm starting the new Carly Fortune book, One Golden Summer. I think it's the second book because it's about Charlie. I think it's the second book after Every Summer After, I think. And I like Charlie. He was a character that I really enjoyed, and so I'm really excited about this one. This one was just calling my name. This one was screaming at me, and even though the summer vibes are not great where I live, we had like a few very good weeks, and now it's been raining all week, and it's going to rain all of next week as well. So is this really the best time to read this book? Probably no. And also I really want to read Releasing 10. However, my copy has not come in the mail yet. But honestly, Releasing 10 coming out has not come at the best time for me, because I literally want to be able to read that book for like 3 days straight and just have nothing else to focus on. However, I have school and I'm approaching deadline season, so I can't do nothing. Like, I have to do stuff for school, even though I really want to read that book. So I think until that book comes in the mail, I'm at least going to start reading this one, because this is also an anticipated book, but not as like important to me as Releasing 10. So I don't think this one is not one that I'm going to be like all consumed and all caught up by. So I think that is like a safe choice. So I'm going to start reading. We'll speak to you tomorrow. I don't want this video to be too long, but I don't know how people make like reading vlogs of 3 books and then have it be like under half an hour. I don't think I can do that, but we'll see. Okay, see you tomorrow. Okay, so this book follows Alice, who is a photographer in her early 30s. When she was 17, she took a photograph of 3 teenagers in a yellow speedboat at a lake in Canada, which sparked her love for photography. And now she's feeling a bit lost, burnt out, and uninspired, so she and her grandmother decide to go back to the lake to spend the summer there, which is where she meets Charlie. They strike up a friendship and spend the summer doing everything on a list Alice made of things that she wished she'd done at 17, and obviously a romance develops from there.
It is a few days later, and I never did like a final thoughts wrap-up thing for Rewinded Back, so that's what we're gonna do now. I finished this a few days ago, like I said, and I really enjoyed it. I wrote down some things that like were my final thoughts. So one of the things that I really loved is in the beginning they had, when they were together when they were younger, they had talked about their dream house, because he was going to play hockey, she was going to be an interior designer, and they were planning to like renovate this entire house. And it was so sweet that he still bought a house and that she still ended up renovating it. That was just so sweet to me. Also, I loved the fact that all of the teeny tiny, just like little things that you saw between them, just little things that they used to do together or stuff, always came back in like the present timeline. So it was just a very nice parallel. And I also really enjoyed that the reason that they broke up was very different than other second chance romance, childhood friends, lovers books that I have read before. So that was very refreshing, and just, it made it a bit less predictable. I don't know why I was looking for that word, even though like it was still somewhat predictable to me, but not everything was. What else did I write down? Oh yeah, I love Rio, and I really enjoyed Holly as well, and I loved their connection and just the teasing. I also really enjoyed the way that she wrote in like the character development, since obviously they had been through some things, and you could see very well that they were the same people but just with a lot more experience, and certain characteristics were quite different, or like you could see that she was a bit less of a positive person because of what she had been through, and that slowly came back, which I really enjoyed. The reason that it wasn't a 5-star for me is because just 5 stars is a feeling, that's like the first thing, and also because it was the last book in the series, they had to do like this final wrap-up thing and like look back on all the other couples and look back on everything that happened, and I do really enjoy that, and I wanted to read that, and I really wanted that to be incorporated in the book. However, the way it was written was just a bit too sappy for me, and like I said, I really did want that to be in the book, but I just didn't completely, like, it was still fine. Like, I don't have any like real criticism, but it was a bit too sappy and cheesy for me, and also kind of a bit rushed, I think. So I don't have much criticism on this book because I really enjoyed it. I binge read it and it got me out of a reading slump. Like, that is one of the reasons that I'm rating this so highly. I think I'm rating it like a 4.5 or like a 4.75, is because it got me out of a reading slump. This was the first book in months. No, that's not true. Yeah, no, since February. Actually, this is the first book since February that I have been super excited about. It's the end of May now, so it is the first book in months that I have been super excited about, and that I was really enthralled and really invested and interested. And by the way, I also loved how much they were willing to sacrifice or like change in their lives to make sure that the other person fit into their lives again. Like, fit back into their lives. So I'm rating this at 4.5, 4.75. I did really love it as a conclusion to this series. I'm super happy that I read this one, and it was a great book. I would highly recommend it, and one of my friends is already excited about reading it as well. I kept yapping to her that I was really enjoying it, and she was like, okay, I'm gonna start it, you convinced me. Anyway, so that was one book done, and I am, I think, 13 chapters, 490 pages? Or something? Yes, 88 pages into One Golden Summer. So far I'm really enjoying it. I don't have that many notes. So I'm going to check in with you around the halfway mark, and we'll see what I think about it then.
To the bottom of the ocean. Sometimes I forget to breathe and I lose my grip.
It's been here the whole time, and you can see that I'm the one who understands you. Been all alone, so I can't you see? You will love
Schijt, wat lekker zo. Oh, daar ben ik echt niet dood worden, jongen. Dat lijkt me echt zo. Oh, dat vind ik wel echt leuk. Ja, het is echt, dit is echt perfecte tempo. Cheers, darling. Op 7,50 uitgeven. Niet 100 €. Dat mensen dus echt heel veel meer dan eerst bij alles zeggen dat iets een guilty pleasure is. Ja. Dat het, mag ik gewoon in de gym naar One Direction luisteren als ik er zin in heb en me daar niet gewoon over voelen?
Okay, So I'm not going to lie to you, I only have 16 more pages to go because this is so good. So I'm at page 355, it's chapter 52, and we are at a very pivotal point in the book. I think I'm actually in a chapter where something is going to happen, so I'm just going to read and we will see. I need my pen. I have not read a book in a very, very long time where the guy is this much of a flirt, and I love it. Oh my god. Oh. I want a Charlie for it. That's what I want. Okay. No! He's explaining to her why he thought that they should just be friends. I'm like telling you this completely out of context. All throughout the book he was like, I think we should just be friends and blah blah blah, but he had a very good reason for it. And he's explaining to her what his plan was, just being like, I wanted to give you what you wanted, I wanted to be your friend, and I wanted to... And then he said, I would care for you and you would care for me, and we'd hang out and kiss all summer and that would be enough. And one day when you found someone who could guarantee the happy ending that you deserve, I'd learn to be happy for you. I am so happy that we got a Charlie book, because I liked Every Summer After a few years ago, but it did not hit as hard as this one does. So, I learned to be happy for you. Ah! Read the book. Read the book. Read the book. I feel so single. I feel so single reading this book. I swear to God, if you're looking for a good summer romance, read this one. Read this one. It hits harder when you've already read Every Summer After. If you liked that book but didn't completely love it and you weren't sure if you wanted to give this one a try, please do. Please, please, please do. Oh my God. The banter is so good. It's so good. This is like the 1000th time that I am in my bed kicking my feet and giggling. Excuse the way I look, by the way. I'm like ready for bed. It's 9 o'clock and I'm ready for bed. Oh! This love declaration, it's out of this world. Like, not the declaration itself, but what comes after. The second part, actually, of the love declaration has me giggling. This is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I want. If anyone knows a real-life Charlie, send them my way.
Something incredibly exciting just came in the mail. Do we know what it is? Do we know what it is? I have been waiting for this for, I think, 2 weeks now. When did it come out? What day is it now? It's June 13th, and this book came out May 27th. I pre-ordered it on Amazon. We're talking about the new Boys of Torn book, by the way. I ordered it. I'm just gonna open it. Why am I talking without opening it? Okay. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, I pre-ordered this on Amazon, like I said. Then it said that it wasn't gonna come in the mail until June 5th. And I was like, okay, that's fine, because I still have a deadline. I probably can't read it around June 5th anyway. Meanwhile, my friend ordered the UK cover and hers came in the mail early. And then I got an email from Amazon that said, your book will not arrive until December 13th.
December 13th, because I really wanted the cover that matched this one, because all of my other ones are like black special edition versions. So I really wanted one that matched, and I also just don't like the UK covers. Tell me why they were not able to deliver it until December 13th. So I was like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. I need it before that. So I cancelled my order. I went on the hunt. No store in the Netherlands. None. Like, I looked all over Amsterdam. I looked at my local bookstore. Nobody had the cover version that I wanted. I could order it on a different site, but it was like 35 euros. And then suddenly I remembered this huge bookstore in Rotterdam, and I looked on their website and they had it for 17 euros. And if I ordered it before 4 o'clock, it would be here the next day. So I ordered it yesterday. So this, I don't know what happened there. This is my most anticipated book of the year. This is my most anticipated release of the year. I'm so excited about this. And I'm going to read this book in this video as well. This is Huey and Lizzie's story, the next book in the Boys of Torment series. This is the 6th book. I can't wait to read this. However, my friend who has had her book in the mail, I think May 26th or 25th even, or 24th, I don't know, she had it before it even came out. She has been waiting for me so we can buddy read it together. However, I can't read it. Like, I'm not allowed to read it until I finish my deadline for school, because it's the last deadline of the year and I just really need to finish it. And then I'll be done with school for the year, but I can't start before then because I know that this is going to take over my body, my mind, everything for like 3 days. I know I'm going to cancel all of my plans to read this, so I'm not allowed to start. I'm not allowed to start this, like... I'm going to have to show massive self-control, which I don't have, but I can't wait to read it. Like, I think that I'm going to bawl my eyes out because I've seen everyone's reactions on social media, and I don't have any spoilers, by the way. I deleted the Instagram app so that I would not get any spoilers, but I saw some fan edits on TikTok and I think I've watched them like 100 times. I have a problem, but I'm just so invested in this series and I love it so much and I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I don't have, like, all of my other books have black spines. This one doesn't, but I'm okay with that because it was either that or I was gonna have to pay 40 euros or it was going to get here in December. So this is like massive self-control because I now have to work for 3 days straight on my deadline because I'm behind and I need all of the time I can get. Like, I'm super stressed and this is going to be staring at me and I'm not allowed to read it. Okay, anyway, Lodi, my friend, has been showing massive self-control as well because she has had it, for, like I said, for 2 weeks. So, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Even though this book is going to make me so sad. I know it. And I don't know why. Like, in this series, I'm yapping for no reason. In this series, I love Johnny Kavanagh. I love Gibbsy. Like, I love them. But Joey is, like, all the way over there. Like, I love him so much. I don't think there is ever going to be a male character that I will love as much as Joey Lynch. However, I do feel like I'm going to love Huey. Don't know why, but I feel like I'm going to love him. I need to reread the entire series. Okay, I'm gonna stop yapping. I need to keep working on my... I don't want to do it. I don't want to do my schoolwork. I just want to read this book. Okay, enough with the dramatics. I'm gonna keep working. I will see you in a few days when I'm actually allowed to start the book. It's okay. Okay, you can't see me very well, but it's time to read Releasing 10. And we're very excited. We're also very scared. I have a friend here and she knows something about the book, which I don't know, because she spoiled it for herself on Instagram. And now I'm very curious if what she knows is actually like the entire plot, whatever, reveal of the book. And we're at a campsite because it's about 30 degrees this weekend and we really wanted to read this book in the sun. I also just woke up, so don't mind my appearance. And apparently there's a kids festival going on this weekend at this camping. So everyone, it's super full, it's full of kids, it's full of families, and everyone is super happy and running around, and we're just going to be on the beach crying our eyes out. So I don't know anything about this book. Lodi has the other one, the UK cover. Yeah, this one. So the font in this one is super teeny tiny, and the font in mine is also not very big, and still it's like a brick of a book. But this is our favorite, I would say favorite, this is our favorite book series ever, and so we are very, very excited. I do feel like I'm actually going to love this couple. Going off of all of the TikToks and reels and fan art and whatever that I've seen, I feel like I'm going to be obsessed with Huey. But we'll see. Okay, so we're gonna start the book and we will update you when we have something to tell. Okay, again, I did not give a clear synopsis of this book. So this series is set in Ireland around 2005, and it follows a group of teenagers in secondary school. This is the first book that follows Lizzie and Huey. Lizzie struggles with very serious mental health issues and was diagnosed with bipolar disorder at a very young age. It's childhood best friends to lovers, and it shows them growing up and dealing with love, loss, trauma, family, relationships, friendships, etc. If you can see me sweat, no you can't. It's about 30 degrees today, like I said. Okay, we've been waiting for 3 weeks to start this book. Hold on a minute. Okay, so what I was trying to say before I got rudely interrupted is that we've been waiting for 3 weeks to start this book because I was busy with school and Lodi has been kindly waiting for me. So we could start it together, and we're going to start the book now. And I forgot to say one thing, is that Lodi reads about 3.5 times as fast as me. So she's going to be at page 100 crying her eyes out, and I'm going to be at page 30 being like, what is going on? But, okay, we're very excited. We're going to start the book now. Lodi's at page 40, I'm at page 25, and she keeps saying this is not fun, it's gonna get really bad, so somewhere in the next 15 pages, shit's gonna hit the fan. I'm actually really scared, because they're quite happy where I'm at now. I got to the chapters she was talking about, and I can see exactly where this is going, and it's actually precisely what I thought was going to happen, and now I actually don't want to keep reading. Lodi's just sitting over there nodding at me. I understand why everyone's crying, and I haven't even gotten to the sad part yet. Ik haat die vader en ik haat die Kiva, Kylie, whatever. Anymore. Yeah, but that goes without saying.
Nee, ik hoop het niet.
Oh, what?
Ik hoop niet dat we nu zijn nog krijgen die dingen dat we krijgen.
She's at page 90, I'm at page 51.
It's fine,
I'm just a super slow reader.
Yeah, no,
but I just met Huey, and I think Huey and Lizzie are going to meet at his birthday party, right? Okay, so I think that's coming up now. And Lizzie got in trouble for protecting Shannon. Someone pushed Shannon and then she bit him until he bled. And like, I don't like Lizzie's behavior in the later books, but I do like her in this one. And I hate her dad, and I hate Mark. Mm-hmm. We hate Mark. I'd like to kill Mark.
With my bare hands.
Mm-hmm.
Smerig. Nee.
I've just read the boat scene and I'm sick to my stomach and I've been having visceral reactions and actually becoming super mad. I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well. Are you doing okay?
No. Ik heb dat heel mooi steen.
Ja, dat zijn die koekjes die wij daar verkopen.
Are you okay?
No.
We're sitting over here. Lodi's freaking out.
Let's rock the moment. Page 342. Not okay.
I'm on page 160. Okay, so I know that there's a massive plot twist. Like, we were sitting here very calmly and she starts freaking out, going like, no, no. She kept yelling and now I'm like, I really want to know what happens because it also, you can't talk about anything.
No. You can.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna, you're gonna have to sleep and start another book and I'm just gonna have to read through the night.
I know.
Shit hit the fan and she needs to cool down. She's halfway through the book. I'm not even at 25%. How are you doing?
Not okay. No. Not okay. Ik wil geen maar verder lezen, Luca.
I don't even know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. I'm at page 164. She's halfway through the book. She has been next to me saying, no, pulling the book over her head and going, no, this is not okay, this is so disturbing. Apparently something happened and you didn't think that it was gonna happen because it's so disturbing.
Nee.
I am so fucking. Oh, you're not gonna continue.
Nee. It's done. I am done.
I genuinely can't even make, like, I don't even have a theory. I know the culprit. I know who's at fault here. But I don't know what's gonna happen. And I know that I need to keep reading, but she goes 3 times as fast as me. Are you gonna read your other book?
I'm going to read my pirate fantasy. My happy thoughts book. I can't. It is too much.
You're gonna read Pirate Smut. Yeah. Need a break.
Echt alleen maar.
Someone's not doing well. I'm still at 224. Oh, ik mis de tijd dat Lizzie Gipsy echt aan het defenden was. Dit is zo lief en dan wordt zij zijn bully. Ik kan dat gewoon niet goed hebben.
Nee.
So cute. Oh my god. I love the way that Huey's family treats Lizzie. It's so sweet. So sweet. Not while there's a Biggs in this town. Dit is gewoon Bam.
Ja. Die heeft er ook fucking lang. Die moeten zo willen bij jou komen.
I know.
I'm only laughing because you're cackling behind the camera. But this is not okay.
Oh, goud. I know. I know. Fucking crazy, toch? En het wordt alleen maar erger in de volgende hoofdstukken. Maar echt, het is echt crazy. En jij zei het toen je zeg maar ging predicten wat er ging gebeuren. En ik was een soort van la 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 la. Disturbing, toch? Fucked up.
Maar...
I know.
Oh my god.
I know.
Maar
Yeah.
now I do understand why they've been saying that this is too graphic.
Toch?
This is too much.
Oh.
This is too much.
I know.
I want to commit murder.
I know. Same. You and me both.
Okay.
Update, because I am over halfway through the book. Lodi finished. She finished the book yesterday. And I am page 424. I feel like I'm going quite fast. I'm proud of myself. I have this much to go. And so far, so good. But that was the speaker turning off. So far so good, however, like I'm not enjoying it, but I am invested, and I think that's the equivalent of enjoying a very sad and disturbing book. Because enjoying is definitely not the right word.
No.
And we do have some thoughts, because all of the other books in the series, you follow them when they're a bit older, and there's more romance and tension and like that kind of stuff going on. We start following Lizzie and Huey when they're 6 and 7 years old. So it's a bit different. But they're very, very sweet, and it's like pre-pubescent, like childish love, but it's so cute. However, shit has hit the fan and nothing is going well. Like everything has gone to shit, and everything that was so... Yeah, watch out. Yeah. We're giving an update while we're baking pancakes, so... Yeah! Okay, excuse the change in lighting. What we wanted to say is the build-up is a bit different. It's a very, very, very slow burn. They're dating, but they're also 12. So the only thing, like, we saw criticism online about them not behaving or like speaking to each other. Like their conversations are just not in line with their age, and that is something I do very much agree with, because some of the conversations that they're having are like that's not what 6 and 7 year olds are talking about, even if they are very smart and gifted and a lot smarter than everyone else their age. Some of this is just not very realistic. However,
very childlike.
No, it's not childlike. I am gonna open the door a bit because this is super dark. I am very invested. I'm also super heartbroken. Like, there were a few scenes where I was sick to my stomach, like actually sick to my stomach, and I had to stop reading for a bit and freak out and flip out and curse at Lodi, being like, none of this had to happen. None of this had to happen. This was also super unnecessary. All of the grown-ups in this book are failing Lizzie, and there's just and Gipsy. There's just so much happening, and it's all so heartbreaking. And obviously I can't say anything because it's the 5th book in the series, but I cried at one point, but it wasn't about Lizzie and it wasn't about Huey, it was about Gipsy. So even though loads of horrible things happen to Lizzie in this book. It's very heavy. If you want to read this book, read the trigger warnings if you have like anything that triggers you, because it's very, I wouldn't say that it's too graphic. I've also seen people online say that it's too graphic and that they didn't want to read it anymore. However, I don't think it's too graphic, but it is very in-depth and very disturbing. Like, it's very, very, very disturbing, and we were completely expecting to bawl our eyes out, but this is not the kind of stuff that we cry about. Like, we were reading the book and we were very mad and disturbed and like sick to our stomachs and just very, yeah, just not crying, but like on the brink of crying, but like because we felt so sick to our stomachs. So I have this much left to go, and I hope that it's going to get a teeny tiny bit better. But it's not, I think. Change of angle because the other one was too dark. But what I wanted to say was probably it's not going to get better in the last part of the book, because going off of Lodi's reactions, I think I'm in for a world of pain. She's sniffling over there. But something like around the point where I'm at now, Lizzie and her family are going through something very traumatic and very like, it's very, very hard on the family. And Huey, who lives 45 minutes away, is coming over to her house. He's 12, mind you. Is he 13? He's 12. 12. He cycles over on his bike every single day to visit Lizzie. And that's just the sweetest thing in the world to me. He is such a sweet little boy. He is like an 11-year-old. He was a gentleman when he was 7 years old. And that's just super, super sweet. I am very, very intrigued to see how they will be as teenagers, because obviously I'm not there yet. However, I have been reading for almost 500 pages and they're 12. So that's the only thing that I think I would like it if that was just sped up a bit more, because I also sometimes, like I said, don't really believe that I'm reading about 10-year-old kids. Like the things they do and the way they speak and just how they interact with each other. Also, I love the snippets that we get from Gibbsy in this book, even though all of them are heartbreaking, and every single time Joey Lynch is mentioned, I go feral. I think he has been mentioned a grand total of 3 times in this book, and every single time that I read his name on the page, I'm like, Joey! And that just goes to show how much I am obsessed with saving and redeeming Six and Joey Lynch's character. Shannon is barely in the book. I think Joey has had more... Yeah. Joey's been in the book more times, and also like for a bit longer than Shannon. But so far I'm really enjoying... Yeah, well, not enjoying it, like I said. I'm invested, and I am very scared to see how this book ends, because I know that there's going to be a second one, and probably everything is going to go to shit in this one, and then it will be fixed in the other one. I do, like, this book makes me so mad, because so many of the things that happen really did not need to happen if one of the grown-ups in their lives paid a bit more attention, like to the right things. And if anyone believed Lizzie when she says when she tries to convey what she's struggling with, because she struggles with bipolar disorder and depression. So people think that when she is expressing that she's scared of something or that she's struggling with something, they think she's hallucinating or like can't distinguish real life from her nightmares. And that's just very sad, because she has started to doubt herself, and she has kind of started to not believe the things that she's scared of and that she's feeling. So she just can't disconnect her nightmares from real life, and that's kind of where all of her problems, most of her problems, come from. But I'm gonna continue reading the book. Like, I need to giggle a bit more, because I'm constantly writing pain in this book. I'm writing pain or tears literally in the margins. And that's just a bit depressing. It's very, very, very fucking depressing. So I hope that we're going to get a bit more like happy scenes in this part of the book, and I don't think we're gonna get... Lodi's looking at me like, no. But I'm very curious to see how it ends, and I will update you when I finish the book. Okay, it's about 2:30 at night, and everything I said about this book not making me cry, scratch that. Because this is the tear stain on my pillow. I've been... Oh my god. I've been laying here. There's actual tears streaming down my face. I have been crying for this entire chapter. If you've read the book, it's the scene with the picnic table. Oh my god. I have been underlining everything. I'm not doing too well. I have to be up in like 4.5 hours, and I'm just over here bawling my eyes out. I can see myself. My face is puffy. I did not see this coming. Like, it's not that I didn't see what is happening coming. I didn't see it coming that it was going to make me cry this much. So I've been texting Lodi, who obviously has already finished the book. Oh, I texted her about 2 hours ago that I was crying, so I think I've been crying on and off for 2 hours. And I have to be up for work in a few fucking hours. And my pillow is stained with tears. Oh, I feel so bad for them. I feel so bad for them. I genuinely thought that I was, like... I can't say anything. I can't believe I'm bawling over this. Like, okay, I'm gonna try to finish it.
There's no place in this body. There is nowhere to contain the shame that I feel for how I felt. We shared murders, or we shared a life. We shared a mattress without a doubt. Somehow it all remains moving on, but I know it's over when I return.
Oh my god. I feel like I've been stabbed. Shut up. I don't know how I'm gonna sleep now. I genuinely don't know how I'm gonna sleep now. I finished the book. I think Huey Biggs just got himself on the top book boyfriend list. I can't say anything. I can't spoil anything, but it's so fucking heartbreaking. It's so fucking sad. And both of them deserved so much better. Oh, Huey deserved the world. I can't take this. I need to get my shit together. I need to go to sleep. But I finished the book. The book finished me. And now I'm gonna go to sleep. And I have to get... I'm so contemplating just calling Lodi. Would that be a mean thing to do at 2:30 in the morning? She also has to get up to go to work tomorrow. I'm just gonna say, I loved the book. The second half of the book gave me 5-star feelings. I have not cried this much over a book since February of last year. But I do have to say that she took it far with this one. She did take it very, very far, and I am traumatized. Like I'm not traumatized, but okay. Lodi and I were talking about it because we were like, I love the book. Every single minute, second that I'm not reading it, I want to be reading it. However, when I'm reading it, it's draining me. It's emotionally draining, as you can tell by the girl bawling in her bed at 2:30 in the morning. She took it far with this one. She did take it far. I still loved it. I think all of the books keep getting sadder. Like, everyone is just more heartbreaking than the next. And I thought Binding and Keeping 13 was sad. I thought Keeping 13 was super, super sad. I cried with that one, gave it 5 stars. Then I went on to Saving 6 and Redeeming 6. Those were super fucking sad. Then Taming 7 was out of this world sad. Like, everyone's backstory is just so super sad. And I love it. I love it. I love when books make me feel like this. I love this. I want books that make me cry my eyes out at 2:30 in the morning. But I feel so bad for them. Okay, I'm going through every emotion on the spectrum right now. So I'm just gonna go to bed. I will talk to you later.
It is actually, I think, about 2 weeks later, because I'm sorry, I got busy. And also, I didn't immediately want to film this because apparently you can get cold sores from getting sunburn on your lips. So I got 4 different cold sores on my lips, and then I just didn't want to film anymore, did not want to open a camera and see my face. So we're doing it now because I never actually did like a final wrap up. I'm not gonna do a final wrap up for Rewind It Back because I already yapped for like 40 minutes about that book. So I think I ended on like a 4.5 for this book. I think if I were to rate it now, it would be like a 4.25 because I haven't thought about it much since I finished the book, but that's mostly because I read 2 of my favorite books of the year right after. So One Golden Summer was actually my first 5-star book in a year and a half. I gave this book 5 stars. This took me completely by surprise because I actually said in this vlog, I think I'm going to enjoy it, but it's not going to take over like my life, and I probably won't want to cancel all of my plans to read it. I did in fact want to cancel all of my plans to read this book. This is a 5-star book. It's the perfect summer read, in my opinion. I loved the relationship between Alice and Charlie, and I loved the relationship that Charlie had with Alice's grandmother. It was just so sweet. The banter was incredible, and I would highly recommend this book to everyone. I am actually super excited to reread it, and I think I finished it 2 weeks ago or something. So I can't recommend this book enough. You don't need to read every summer after, but it helps because you kind of get more invested into Charlie and his character. There's genuinely nothing about this book that I did not love. There's nothing I would want to change. So this is a 5-star book, which I had not had in a year and a half. Like, I genuinely forgot what it felt like to read a 5-star book. So I'm so happy, so excited, and I truly, like, Charlie Florek is the blueprint of a book boyfriend in my eyes. So 5 stars. I would give it 6 stars, I think. I can't wait to reread this one. I think I'm gonna reread it this summer, actually. Okay, then we had the emotionally abusing Releasing 10. I was actually kind of surprised by this book because I thought that we were going to get like Lizzie and Huey and probably Katie, like a love triangle thing when they were teenagers, and I thought that it was going to be like in the same timeline as the other books in the series. This went way back. It started when they were super young, and so this was kind of like a build-up book, but a very good build-up book. It was so good. I think the first 2/3 of the book or something I would give 4 stars because it was a bit slow in the sense that they were young for a very long time, and I would have loved to read about them a bit more when they were a bit close to my age, or like a bit close to the age that I'm used to in this series, so like 16, 17-ish, but they were young for a very long time, and I really enjoyed that. But I would give like the first 2/3 of the book 4 stars. The last, like, I think it's like the last 40%, maybe 30-ish, 35, whatever, I would give that like 8 stars, 8 out of 5. Like, the ending of this book was so heartbreaking, so I can cry. Like, I have, just to show you how obsessed I am with this book, this story, these characters, I made a playlist called Releasing 10 with all songs that remind me of Huey and Lizzie. I did the same thing for Saving and Redeeming 6. So I made a playlist. And Gracie Abrams is single-handedly giving us the soundtrack to Releasing 10. They just make me want to cry. If I'm listening to those songs, like, I think about this story and it makes me want to cry. Like I said, I didn't enjoy it, but I was thoroughly invested, and I am so connected to these characters, and I think not a day has gone by since I've finished this book that I have not thought about these characters. So that tells you all you need to know. I do feel like I need to have the next book in my hands because I am left with so many questions. My entire TikTok and Instagram For You page is Boys of Torment. I have a limit on my TikTok and my Instagram because otherwise I will get sucked into like the Boys of Torment bottomless Instagram whatever pit, and Lodi is right there with me. We've been sending each other every single Boys of Torment edit that we have come across. We are feeding into each other's addiction, and it's actually like not healthy, it's not good. But anyway, this was also 5 stars. So this was a very, very successful reading vlog, I would say, because we got a 4.25, 4.5 star, 5 stars, 5 stars. And I have started rereading Binding, Keeping 13. I'm going to reread the entire Boys of Torment series in the next few months, I think. And I do feel like this is just super quickly, has nothing to do with this book per se, but reading Binding and Keeping 13 right after finishing this one, I can tell that Chloe Walsh, the author, hadn't thought out this story, at least, while she was writing Binding and Keeping 13, because there are just some things that she says about Huey and Katie, or like Lizzie or and Pierce, like just some of the characters in this book, which I'm just throwing names around that you probably don't know if you haven't read the book, they just don't add up. It's just very clear that she thought of this entire storyline, or like most of it, after publishing those books. So there are some inconsistencies. Anyway, not important. Like I said, super successful. This video is like an hour and 15 or 20 minutes, so I'm so sorry. If you have watched all the way to this point, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. It was a very, very long one, and I'm going to try, if I do another reading vlog, to keep it way shorter. But I'm going on holiday in like a few hours, and I just wanted to get this video up, so I didn't want to spend a lot more time trying to like narrow it down. So anyway, super successful, loved all of the books, completely obsessed with both of these, even though this one was like a very short part of the reading vlog because I just couldn't put it down. I started reading it, and then 2 days later I had not filmed any updates and I was almost like done with it. It's a good thing that I couldn't put it down because that's exactly what I wanted from all of these books. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have not read these books or these two series, start the series. If you've not read this book, start the book. Like, please read all of them. They were all so fun, so good. Take this one on holiday with you, please, please, please. Okay, anyway, Jesus, I got off topic again, but thank you for watching. I will hopefully see you in the next one, and I hope you enjoyed.